we're in the clear as we go head-to-head, cara a cara. Look at these guys. Tena, 23. Romero, 22. Tena, a massive featherweight at 6 feet tall. The reach is all even. Both guys make weights. The limit at 146 pounds. We're ready to go. Enough of our yapping. It's time for Lupe Contreras to do some talking.
Este es el duelo estelar de esta noche. 3 vueltas, división peso pluma. This is the main event. 3 rounds. In the featherweight division, los jueces son, the judges are Lorenzo Toledo, Mark Streisand y Richard Green. Y ahora, damas y caballeros, llegó el momento de un combate global. Presentando en la esquina azul, vestido del tricolor al mexicano, rojo, blanco y azul. Introducing the blue corner, wearing the colors of the USA, red, white, and blue. Su peso oficial, 145 libras y 3 cuartos. His official weight, 145 3/4 pounds. Entra a la jaula, invicto a nivel profesional en 4 combates tonight. He enters la jaula undefeated in 4 pro bouts. Representing the PHX, Phoenix, Arizona, Iván, el Titán Tena. En la esquina roja, vestido de verde con blanco in the red corner, wearing green with white. Sobre la báscula, marcó un peso oficial de 145 libras on the scale. He registered an official 145 pounds. Esta noche, entra a la jaula con la intención de brindarle a su oponente su primer derrota profesional y un récord de 4 victorias, 2 derrotas y un empate tonight. He enters la jaula with the intent of giving his opponent his first pro defeat and a record of 4 victories, 2 losses, and 1 bout even. Fighting out of Irvine, California, y puro Chihuahua, México, el Charro Negro, Roberto Romero Hernández. El referí, Marcos Pérez.
Marcos Pérez, the third aside, la jaula.
Acá, ok. Esas son las reglas. Una pelea limpia, ok. Obedezcan a mi comando, choquen guantes. Su esquina.
Must respect from these two. No hijinks. They know what it's all about. Both with big goals, big dreams. Know they'll be quicker to fulfill with the victory. It is Romero in green and white.
Wow,
grabs the hips and drops Tena.
Wasting no time, Max. This is a fast pace right from the start. Romero going to the ground.
Drags him back into the deep end.
But Romero here, remember, Iván Tena has excellent wrestling, but in his professional career has depended on his striking where he feels very comfortable, but we haven't really seen none of his groundwork because he hasn't needed it.
Tena, April, 2nd round KO of Geraldo Almonte. October of last year, Timothy Kuamba, sub rear naked choke in the 1st round. Prior to that, knockout in the 1st, as it's a low blow. And going back to 2019, a fight in Combate, beat Dominic Thiem via TKO punches in the 1st. So 3 knockouts, 1 submission in his 4 professional bouts, 3-0 in Combate.
Yeah, he tried to go for that spinning back kick.
Oh, that's on the leg.
That's more in the quad area, right?
That was well off. Tena's okay, he doesn't waste too much time.
He clipped it.
Big kick by Tena. Romero eats it. Look at these guys.
Yeah, but
as advertised.
Romero, though, he did his homework and he did work on that defense. If you were to look back at that fight that he had with Zed, you know, he was eating the shots and he'll fire back, but here, that defense is coming in very, very handy.
Both making contact. Romero has caught Tena's attention with the takedown.
And look at that
and he brought it down.
Look at that shot.
Dropped him in the body shot. Tena's never felt this before. Down on his back.
Man. And Romero said it himself. Like every Mexican, we love to hit that liver shot. And that took down Tena, that body shot.
Great strategy for Romero. Whatever he's devised, it was the right decision. He continues to throw and connect. Jab.
Romero setting up that jab to connect the body once again.
Tena looking a little groggy
Yeah,
from that.
Tena-
We've never seen him with that kind of challenge early on, but he's taking it.
Tena needs to keep those elbows down to protect his rib area because Romero is seeing that opening.
Oh, another good shot, and he's working that body with
Look at
his
that.
hands, with his legs.
That right side of Tena, Romero has been connecting with the fist and the legs.
Now the lead leg.
Oh,
Good
Tena
right
with a
hand by
straight,
Tena,
yeah.
but Romero responds back to
Another
the
one.
body.
He's hit that place about 3-4 times already. And it's come with power.
Upstairs,
Oh, man,
Romero with a
Romero.
beautiful opening round. Tena's just trying to catch up. Not there yet. He can. Another shot to the side of the head.
Beautiful
Back to
boxing.
the body. Tena's starting
Another
to really
one.
feel it.
Man, great head movement. Look how he
His
ducks
corner
under.
says for Tena, I need you to be longer. He's got to get Romero out of that sweet spot. There's a good punch there by Tena.
Punch.
He's got to protect that body.
Yeah. Tena needs to use that jab to keep Romero at bay. Romero keeps coming in like a shark.
Oh, he need him! Square on the top of the head. Now Tena can unleash. Romero walks right into that. These guys are amazing, taking a ton of punishment.
Only 3
Still
minutes in.
fighting.
This is only 3 minutes in, Max.
Tena again. Both these guys look groggy, but they still do what the only thing they know how to do, and that's fight.
Great.
Oh, another one into
shot
the
to the body.
These are shots that would knock your intestines out, but Tena's just taking it.
He's breathing hard, trust me, Max. See how he has that mouth open?
I mean, but these are the kind of punches that a normal person
Yes.
would not be able to breathe for 30 seconds.
The reason why they call him the Titan.
Wow, just incredible stomach strength. I don't know how many more of those you can take. Short combination for Tena.
But Tena's connecting with that 1-2 combination, and look at now Romero to the ground. Great spin around.
Spins
That's
out,
that wrestling.
catch can.
Man, and that's
And the corner says stay on top. Maybe a chance to take a
maybe
breath.
spin around right here. Going in
Guillotine.
for- Yeah, he's gonna go for that knee in the body area, the rib area.
Under a minute to go here, round one.
Roberto Romero training with the Team Oyama, home to world champion Carlos Esparza.
Body
Tena
shot.
on the other side now, and Tena with MMA Lab, as you mentioned, Max, studs.
Underhook and turn him. Come on, let's go.
Two well
Hey, you got 30 seconds.
trained athletes.
Oh, big left hand by
man.
Romero.
I love how Romero just comes, he has a little Mike Tyson-ish to him, huh?
Knee by Tena. Tena's expanding the distance, which is playing in his favor, what his corner said. Some blood out of the nose, as you can see, for Romero. Took that big knee
Man.
combination. This is going to be a tough round to call. It was a roller coaster ride for both fighters. Unbelievable, beautiful opening round.
Man, I think Romero might win another fight of the year if it continues like this.
This guy
It's only the
is-
first round. Let's take a look at the action. Right from the start, Romero working the body, 1-2 shots. It was actually the leg. It wasn't even the body shot. 'cause
liver set it up,
and
though.
Set it up, and then the kick that brought him down. And then Tena was just striking. Romero just chasing his opponent like a shark smelling blood. Look at that boot. That's just plain textured Mike Tyson right there when he moves to the side with a head movement, working the body. That's 1-2, body shot, body shot. Man, what a first round. And then that knee that Romero ate was taken to the ground, but he lived to survive to the next round.
We knew this fight was going to be good, but that first round exceeded all expectations, and we still have more to go. These are two guys that don't go the distance. Remember, we told you that about Tena. He's never seen a third round in his professional career. Roberto Romero Hernandez, he hasn't seen one in a long time. Wow. Moisture there inside the Jaula. Don't get the leather.
please.
Don't get the leather wet.
That's pricey, man.
Very designer, Matt.
What a fight. That's only the first round.
Great game plan by Romero Hernandez.
Yeah, worked
He
the
worked
body.
the body,
Worked the body.
and set it up. It was a great round across the board, but he got caught with that knee, and that allowed Tena.
Well, that's what happened, especially, you know, this is MMA, and when you have that type of boxing stance, you could run into a knee, you could run into a kick.
Folks, this is
What's
the
happening
5th
here?
and 7th ranked featherweights in the company.
Already some water in the canvas,
Ready?
they wipe that
Ready?
out.
Fight.
Now it's clean, we're ready to go. We want to stop the momentum, right, to start off the second round. Great lead kick to the lead leg of Tena.
And both unload from the jump again. Strikes, kicks, another body shot with the leg. Ivan Tena in the red, white, and blue. It's USA Mexico, folks.
Just body, body, body. That's what he's doing, Max. And Romero has had success with it, but Tena looking for that knee.
That knee served
And
him well.
Romero followed up with the same.
Con la rodilla.
Split in that first round. Tena getting one of the judges 2 and 3, going Romero. I thought it was Romero, but I knew Tena ended very well.
Man.
Can they keep this pace?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
They surely can. Both these guys have just great cardio. They're persistent, aggressive.
Not as precise early on in the second round. Big left. Tena, then he follows up with the overhand right. Romero just eats these punches.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's the same thing that he had with Zed. One time,
Body shot.
But a lot more defense this time around.
Changing levels, Romero. Trying to get in close. See Tena, very good defensively. He'll take some. He's taking a lot into his stomach. Doesn't seem like it's bothering him, but you know it has to.
I'm curious. Tena hasn't attempted to explore the ground game.
109 punches in 7 minutes. Less than 7 minutes.
Can you throw that much in 5 minutes?
I can't even eat that many Doritos in 7 minutes. Or Skittles. Romero closes jab, another body shot. Some blood, I believe it's Romero's blood on the chest of Tena.
Great work.
Tena's corner saying you can't eat those that many body shots.
Yeah, he has to keep those elbows down. He has to crunch down like if he's doing a crunch, you know, like an ab crunch. And every time that Romero comes in, he has to switch left, right, left, right.
Both fighters with blood out of the nose now. Good left hook, short from Romero. Catches the jaw of Tena. Tena route one, backs off Romero.
And Tena needs to use that jab to keep him at bay because Romero is the one he's dictating this fight. He comes right at him. Look at uppercut from Romero.
And Romero's on track for 300 punches in this fight. And maybe 4. Uppercut into the clinch. It's not quite worked out for Tena. You get the feeling he might find that rhythm. Romero's making sure, and he's doing his very best that it doesn't happen.
He gets a spurt, right? He'll throw in, he'll lead it off with a jab, and then Romero would just come right at him and work the body.
More jabs, Romero.
Now
Big
working the
kick.
leg.
I mean, these two guys are starting to get beat up. Tena's taken a ton of punishment. The volume of punches from Romero.
Romero is just persistent, connecting.
This is a display of what Combate Global is all about. The beginning of these careers, these young fighters. Many years from now, these will be household names. But right now, they're figuring it out. But the talent's there, and you see them get better all the time. Take down the first here for Tena.
Now we're seeing Tena's groundwork. The first time I've seen it here in Combate Global because he finishes his opponents.
Former freestyle state champion wrestler.
And that wrestling background, you know, it's in you for the rest of your life once you, especially for a state champ. It's your bread and butter.
Romero said he worked very hard on his defense when knowing he was going to fight Tena. Defense, it doesn't look like he's worked on his defense stand-up, but certainly here it's
Look at that knee. He was waiting for that knee. Yeah. No, he was waiting for a knee, and he had him in that position.
Second round flying by. Big kick, Tena starting to close the gap. Like the first round, finishing strong in round 2. Romero puts his head down. like the old Mexican boxing champs, where they just put forehead to forehead and went to town.
Wow.
Let's go, Tom. Diving snapple.
Just
Big
they
right
just
tenor.
get right at each other, just smack each other, huh?
Wow, these two are gonna be sore tonight. Tomorrow morning, maybe even worse. Good left hand by Romero, got blocked. Second round coming to a close. It wasn't as good as the masterpiece first round, but it was pretty darn good. And we're going to round 3.
Wow.
Oof, exhale.
This round, you win this round, you got everything. But you gotta keep pushing, right?
And I think that's what the Romero corner is saying. Win this round, you're gonna win this fight.
Slow your breathing out.
Let's take a look at that action for that second round. Body shot once again from Romero, working the body. And that straight jab. Back and forth, but Tana did sneak in a right hand, or left hand, that struck Romero. But these boys are just swinging. At one point, they just came head to head, like two rams clashing, just connecting, blow to blow. Of course, Romero keeping on with that work to the body, which has been very effective for him. Great positioning with that boxing work, footwork. Good stuff from him.
We are back for the first time in his career. Ivan Tena is going to the third round. Obviously, Romero did it in the majority draw with Zed Montañez. Let's see how he goes in the third round. You knew at some point Tena would go to a third round. It happens today. Kick upstairs catches Romero. We await the scores of the second round.
Tena threw in that knee right to start the fight. In this third round, another knee.
Keep angling out.
Oh, another
Again,
big
more
body
body.
shot.
I've lost count of how much shots Tena has taken to the body.
Well, Tena's going to be black and blue around his body. Again, he brushes it off like it's no big deal, but those have to be leaving a mark.
Head position. Now knee, Ivan, knee.
Two really tough dudes.
Yeah,
Built
keep
for
it
this.
going.
Love it.
Hey, if he's coming in, we got a sunny side. Just
Good
lower
volume
your
again
left.
from Romero. He has started every round well.
And Romero just needs to keep working the body. He has had much success in this fight. As
Uh-oh,
for
Tena's
Tena,
backing up. Romero 5-6 strikes.
Tena needs to use that jab, then
Oh, back to
sneak
the
in those
body.
shots. Look at the open scoring.
Romero won the round 2 across the board. Remember, Tena got the nod from first judge in round 1.
Press him, Ivan. You gotta press him backwards.
Tena needs to throw those kicks.
Tena
follow
looks
it up.
groggy,
Let's go. Nice and
struggling
long.
right now,
Hold in.
rubbing his nose. Romero just walks through everything.
Hey, we gotta press him forward, Ivan. Let's go. Forward,
Great
Ivan.
fight so far from these guys.
Keep going forward.
And they've been pretty consistent with the pace, Max.
Full body.
Nice body shot from Tena.
That rhythm. Let's go.
Oh, another
Straight
jab.
left hand.
Keep pressing him back. Beautiful.
Good right hand from Tena.
Return.
Kick to the body. But it's just one strike at a time for Tena, where Romero's doing 2, 3 at a time.
It's just countering. Every time Romero hits, Tena follows back. But Romero does get the better hand
Let's go.
with those body shots.
Just touch him, Ivan. Just touch. Just touch.
You heard the corner from Romero. Keep your hands up. Don't get sloppy, because any
Finish it low.
opening,
Low.
any mistake is vital here. You cannot make any mistake, as either of these guys could finish it.
Well, there's blood out of the nose of Tena. There's also a big cut as he comes over the top of that right hand. I mean, there has been strikes from both fighters that would knock down lesser men across the board. These two guys remain upright.
Keep slowing down, Ivan.
Less than 2.5 to go.
Let's go.
Tena's trying to find a second win here in this third round.
He noticed that Romero is keeping those hands down. Could be a sense there of exhaustion.
Hey, bring him to me, Ivan.
Tena's growing.
Bring him to me.
Romero's eyes say that he is feeling it,
Yeah.
but what he's doing says something else.
That's why he can't get sloppy. Again, any mistake is vital.
2 minutes to go. Tena, big right hand. Oh, big left hand, pardon me.
Hey, keep pressing him, Ivan.
Corner
Yes.
trying to urge Tena on.
He has less than 2 minutes to go if he wants to win this one. And he threw in an elbow in there as well.
Buckle up, folks. These last 2 minutes are probably going to be insane. Fighting to stay unbeaten, Ivan Tena. Fighting to stay unbeaten in his last 5 fights for Romero Hernandez. Fighting for their countries.
Romero needs to stay crisp with his boxing, keep his hands up, can't get sloppy, because Tena will capitalize on it.
And Rodolfo, that big cut on the right cheek of Tena, I mean, it is deep.
Yeah.
And I don't know how you get a cut like that. Just a soft part of your cheek opened up.
You know, different people are built different ways, and some of us just bleed easily. Others, we can take a couple of shots before you start bleeding.
1 minute to go here inside La Jaula. The main event has been one of the best fights we have seen in Combate Global. I know I'm a prisoner of the moment. Shoot me. Hey, but these are the facts. It seems like we see a fight of the year every week. This one, there's something different about it.
This one is just great. It's just back and forth.
Oh, big body shot, Tena.
Back him up. I want you pressured. Push him back over. We got about 40
Tena may have won this 3rd round, but won't help him in the scorecards. May split the decision.
He has to
won't win
finish
him.
this. He has to finish this if he wants to take this win.
He's got to finish it in 25 seconds. And how do you finish this
Highlight
Rocky
reel.
Stallone type character in Romero?
He can't get back it up. He has less about approaching the 10 seconds.
A Combate classic. 10 seconds to go. Left hand by Romero. Romero to the body. That has been his calling card all night.
What a fight.
Unbelievable. 2 real champions in there, but only one will have their arm raised. We'll be back to find out who. Incredible action on a Saturday morning for those on the East Coast. For those on the West Coast settling in. Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, I'm sure, for this one. Time for the
Después de
official
3 vueltas
announcement.
de mucha más acción, el juez Toledo anotó 29-28 a favor de Tena after 3 rounds of much more action. Judge Toledo scores at 29-28 in favor of Tena. El juez Streisand, 29-28 a favor de Romero. Judge Streisand scores it 29-28 in favor of Romero. Y el juez Green anotó 29-28. Judge Green scores it 29-28 in favor of the winner. By way of split decision a favor del ganador. Por decisión dividida. El Charro Negro, Roberto Romero Hernandez.
Tena won that 3rd round, but as we saw with the official cards, it was a mountain too tall, and so much respect between these two. He is the clear-cut favorite tonight. Again, just 22 years of age, almost twice the age as Ayala. 5-inch height advantage, 2-inch reach. Romero did come up at 146. This is a fight that is going to be for a top spot in the top 10 rankings for Charro Negro. It is at the featherweight, so Ayala came in way under at 140 pounds. We're ready for the main events, so is Lupe Contreras.
Este es el evento estelar de esta noche. This is the main event. Un duelo mexicano, 3 vueltas, división peso pluma. 3 rounds, a Mexican shootout in the featherweight division. Los jueces son, the judges are Michael Tate, Ricardo Celis y Vicente Rodríguez. Y ahora, damas y caballeros, llegó el momento de un combate global. Presentando la esquina azul, vestido de azul, presenting the blue corner, wearing blue. Sobre la báscula, marcó un peso oficial de 140 libras. On the scale, he registered an official weight of 140 pounds. En su 6º combate dentro de la jaula, con 3 victorias y 2 derrotas. He enters la jaula for the 6th time as a pro, with 3 victories against 2 losses. De la capital azteca, la Ciudad de México, Daniel Pitbull Ayala. Su oponente en la esquina roja, his opponent in the red corner, wearing white, vestido de blanco. Su peso oficial, 146 libras, is the official weight, 146 pounds. En su noveno combate a nivel profesional, con 5 victorias, 2 derrotas y un empate, he enters la jaula for the 9th time as a pro, with 5 victories against 2 losses and 1 bout even. Representando a Chihuahua, México, el Charro Negro, Roberto Romero Hernández. El referee, Alana Vélez.
Alana Vélez the third inside la jaula.
Obey my commands at all times. Protect yourself at all times. If you want to touch him up, go ahead. Come out fighting. Judge.
What does Daniel Ayala have in store? Roberto Romero, his 5th fight for combate. He is 3-0-1. The one being the no contest. Romero in whites, heavy hands.
Yeah, you're going to see right from the start, Romero's a quick fighter, aggressive right from the start. Ayala.
Good jabs.
Yeah, Ayala, you could tell he's kind of backpedaling a bit. Let's keep that chin down. That's good boxing. Typical in boxing, the clinch, yep.
What was a tie clinch there for Romero, gets that first knee in. Not bad from Ayala.
No, he's throwing in those punches, especially in that pocket.
Ooh,
but Romero, beautiful
sharp
left jab.
jab.
Yeah, just one. Great shot to the body. Oh, look at that power.
I know, he
did
look
that
at him,
teep.
but he is strong, and those hands can do damage. We saw how he just tenderized Tena and internally beat him down with body shot after body shot.
Look at Romero's facial expression, man. So confident, just picking and choosing where he's gonna.
Again, good from Ayala.
He's definitely stepping in the game there.
Look at that tie clinch, and you can just see Romero looks so much bigger than Ayala.
Stronger.
I mean, again, Ayala had 145 pounds to make. He came in at 140. Staying in that tight clinch from Romero. He's up to something.
And Romero has that clinch really tight.
Oh, he does. That's perfect.
Now, how do you get out of this? You got to have a strong neck to push it off, or you could.
Don't grab his shorts.
It reminds me of Rich Franklin Anderson Silva. Silva had him in there, and then just Franklin says, I am stuck and I'm getting beat up. We're not there yet. No. But now some blood or some redness around the head. Ayala. Romero's just got him locked in.
There we go. Nice. Yeah, broke that grip. That good 1-2 combination.
Yeah, he admires some of those punches. He throws it and kind of watches it go in.
But Ayala, you can tell that boxing background. See how he's more patient. Oh, he got clocked there with that right.
We talked about how good Romero looked against Tena. That did go the distance and was a split decision.
Right, but you got to remember, Max, that sure, Ivan Tena, different caliber of a fighter, but Romero doesn't want to be too aggressive because, again, anyone can have a bad day in the office and you can leave yourself open there for any vulnerabilities.
Romero knows he has to get this fight. He was asked about what would you like next. He goes, there's some good fighters in the category. Midsection,
this may be it, Max.
Ayala.
I don't think he's coming out of this one.
He gets into the guard, though.
When I see some of that ground game, Ayala did say that he does have some good stuff in that jiu-jitsu. He has an orange belt in luta libre, which is a combination there of catch wrestling and jiu-jitsu.
Again, Ayala's doing pretty well here to survive. It looked like it would curtains. Now he's getting in, digging deep, softening up Ayala. All of these punches are making it through. And there's a warning from Alana.
Look at that cut. Look at Ayala. Ayala is bleeding.
This is
really from the forehead.
Romero feels like he's in second gear, and he is winning this fight.
He's gonna lay just shots right here. Ground and pound elbows. Wait for it. Any second now. He's just positioning himself.
Just so technically good, Romero. Look at that pool.
And that is how good of a fighter he is. Again, he could have just, look at that, just drenched around, man. Oof.
Big deposits of blood all around, and just happened with the guard, when he was in the guard, unloading with those elbows, and they're still dropping. That's a lot of blood.
Holy cow, a lot, yeah.
Under a minute to go, so Ayala's made it this far. You can see they're saying they're going to stop it. Romero taking his time. You got to like that. That is a veteran move.
That's what I was going to tell you. See, this clearly he felt very confident. He's like, look, on paper, I should take this fight and finish it off in 10-3 seconds. But let me test myself. What else can I do?
Now he's going for the finish.
Look at that. That's it.
Bellis has stopped it.
That's it.
Ayala in a bad way. Let's see how he revolves. But Romero didn't have to flex his muscles too much. And look at Ayala. He looks like old school Dusty Rhodes right now. Although that was
or Ric Flair.
without the use of a blade, I'm afraid.
Are we going to throw wrestling names?
But look at that.
Terry Funk Jr.? By the way.
Oh, the blood pouring. That's Terry Funk right there.
Yeah. Speed of Terry Funk. R.I.P. to Antonio Inoki.
Alan Abellas almost stopped it where he said, like, I've seen enough blood. This is insane. Cruise control victory for El Charro Negro, Roberto Romero. Well, hats off to Daniel Ayala. We knew this was always going to be an uphill battle. And then just a remarkable performance from Romero. He says, I'm not going to rush in.
Right.
I'm going to let this fight come to me, and it did.
And I'm glad you pointed it out. I'm glad you noticed it, because that's what makes a fighter a fighter. It's very easy to come in and say, okay, I can finish this off in 10 seconds. Let's call this a fight. I'm going home. No, but let me test myself. Let me see what else I can do. And he, little by little, started picking apart Ayala. He didn't rush into it. He just tasted it little by little, man.
Just a different fighter. He had a nice rhythm against Tena. It was like bang, bang, body shot. This was a little different. I was really impressed with the clinch. He just locked him in, and then he took it from there. Take away the no contest, and that is now 4 straight wins for Roberto Romero here in the featherweight division. He's already picking out some guys in that top 10. We'll see who he gets next. First things first, let's go to Lupe Contreras.
El referee Alana Vélez detiene el combate con un tiempo oficial de 4 minutos 28 segundos del primer episodio. Referee Alana Vélez stops the contest with an official time of 4 minutes 28 seconds of round number 1. Your winner, by way of technical knockout, el ganador por nocaut técnico, El Charro Negro, Roberto Romero Hernandez.
Much respect. He's a delightful young man. Very respectful to opponents, to the sport.
Let's look at the head-to-head. Vasquez, 8 years older than his opponent, but a height and reach advantage that we know he knows how to use. How will Roberto Romero overcome it? That's the question. Beatrice Callis will get us started.
Continuamos con mucha más acción. Este es el duelo estelar de esta noche. We continue with much more action. This is the co-main event of the evening. División Peso Pluma, Featherweight Division. Los jueces son the judges are Richard Green Jr., Lorenzo Toledo y Dorian Mirasola. Y ahora, damas y caballeros, llegó el momento de un combate global. En la esquina azul, in the blue corner, wearing black, vestido de negro, su peso oficial 145 libras, his official weight 145 pounds, con un récord de 6 victorias y 2 derrotas, with a pro record of 6 victories and 2 losses. De Irvine, California, via Chihuahua, México, Roberto El Charro Negro Romero. He's Su oponente on the red corner, su oponente en la esquina roja, wearing blue, vestido de azul. Su peso oficial, 145.4 libras. His official weight, 145.4 pounds. Con un récord profesional de 10 victorias y 2 derrotas. With a pro record of 10 victories and 2 losses. Repping the 305 Miami, Florida, Justin Slick J Vázquez. El referee, Christopher Miñoki.
Okay, quiero una pelea limpia. Good, clean fight. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands all the time. Cuídate todo el tiempo. Escúchame todo el tiempo. Si quiere tocar guantes, go ahead. Good luck to the both of you.
El showdown continues. That's right, Mexico versus the United States, representing Mexico, Roberto Romero
Round one.
in the black trunks versus
You ready?
Slick J, Justin Vasquez in the blue, representing the United States.
Jimmy, you can feel the energy in this building, man. Everyone's standing up here on the side. Everybody is just anticipating this fight. Good way of Romero to stopping Vasquez with those movements to derail him, Jimmy.
Is it almost worth losing round number 1 to slow Vasquez down? Even giving up this round,
That's
stay smart.
Yeah, that's going to frustrate him. And, you know, you look at that height, right? Vasquez has that height. Romero has, he could work the body because he's missing those 3 inches there. That could really help him work the body. And watch out for that liver shot, Jimmy. Romero has a nasty liver shot.
Those that don't know, the right side underneath the ribs, that's the liver shot. Romero doing a good job staying chest to chest, right in front of his coach, Colin Oyama. You see him there on the right. Irvine, California, has been teaching out there forever.
That liver shot, Jimmy. Ooh.
Unfortunate to roll with his grappling coach at the time, Jiva Santana, who's a monster on the ground. Great training out there, and right now Romero showing it. Well coached, slow. That's a
great strategy right from the start. Yeah.
Right, you think about what you would tell your guy is, hey, I don't care if you win round number 1. Keep it close, stay out of the danger zone, keep the physical pressure on him. So far, that's what Romero's doing.
Right, he's stopping him from those creativities, you know, that creative move, those kicks, those fancy, slick moves that he have.
Because they require a lot of space.
Of course.
The groin.
Once you close that distance, you can't do anything.
And Romero right now into the clinch, tying up the arms of Vasquez. No real commitment yet to the takedown.
Oh, time.
Shot to the groin, apparently.
Right here.
Get your breath back right when you're ready.
Referee all over it. Slick J gets 5 minutes to recover. It looks like he's all right.
Yeah.
All right, you hit him in the nuts.
Oh, yeah,
right there.
Yep, you see that one.
Tiene 5 minutos. No intention.
Looks like Vasquez is all right. Referee just told Romero it's unintentional, not going to take a point. Vasquez looks ready to go. Take about.
A lot of confidence still coming off of Romero. Good strategy, and you talk about coaching, Jimmy, and that Team Oyama.
Dale.
That's what you needed to do.
Only took about 40 seconds, but another thing too, if you thought Romero would be overwhelmed by the moment, right? If you thought this would be too big of a stage for him, so far it looks good. Nice.
Trying to flying knee himself there.
Jump knee, but Romero doing a good job stuffing those spinning kicks. Just too close for them to be effective, and this time it cost Slick J a takedown. Now Romero said, I don't think Slick J wins the last fight if they don't stand him up. He thought that was a little premature. Strategy may be to hold Justin Vasquez down.
And you can't take anything away from Justin.
Not his
fault. Say what you want to say,
yeah.
right. He's not determining who stands or what. He's doing his job.
Great job working the weak side of the guard. And the weak side is whatever side you can push down on the knee, and that's the right side. At this point, he can pass to his right. Looking to put pressure there. Vasquez looking to get closed guard, now going back to kind of a half butterfly position.
Vasquez, though, he did mention that he does come from that base of wrestling and working with Ray Fundora with the jiu-jitsu and freedom fighters.
Man, long legs, long arms. Should have an excellent guard should he get the opportunity. But right now, Romero putting a lot of pressure on him, not allowing to get that submission guard.
A good way of Romero just pinning down Vasquez, and this has to be frustrating for Slick J.
You get an explosive, dynamic guy, and you ground him a bit.
Posture, let's get tall here.
Make him start questioning things. Romero's corner saying, get tall, meaning get separation for ground and pound.
It also shows the evolution of Romero.
That's the problem, though, with getting tall is you can give space and your opponent pushes away. Nice job getting right back on Justin Vasquez. Nice up kicks.
Stop. Time. You right here. You right there.
Don't see what the
I don't know what
foul
happened
was
there.
unless it's an up kick when he was down.
Kicked in.
Yeah, apparently he said he kicked him in the face when he was down.
You can't kick him in the head.
If he was standing?
Or I mean, he was down, excuse me.
Maybe he had a knee. It was too fast to see.
All right, we got to see. It may have been a transitional
right.
position where his knee was down briefly.
You got time.
You gotta have eagle eyes for that one, Jimmy, because that was so quick.
I, for one, did not catch it.
No, maybe we could see a replay to see where it happened.
Okay.
Romero never looked down to me. Yeah, putting him back in the same position. Good refereeing.
Back.
You don't throw an illegal up kick to get up in certain positions, right?
Yeah.
Fight.
Restarting on the ground. Minute 20 left in round number 1. So far, a good round for Roberto Romero.
Great way of just sticking to the game plan from his team. He mentioned, I know where his weaknesses are. He could come in a little loopy, very flashy. So stopping him, I got the tools. We're seeing it right here.
Rodolfo, with so many fighters, their strength is their weakness, right? Whatever they're good at, they tend to over-rely on it. And Romero talks about that. He tends to over-rely on the flashy stuff, the spinning stuff, rather than the bread and butter things that got me where I am.
And that's how you derail him, just stopping, taking all that offensive artillery from Vasquez and pinning him down.
Folks, don't think that Romero cares. This crowd could start booing. They can start throwing things into La Jaula as long as he's
win is a win, right?
Win is a win at this point. Two of the top guys at Combate Global at 145 pounds. Certainly a win is a win. Romero right now.
But every round starts on the feet, Jimmy.
Right?
Remember that one.
10 seconds left to go in round number 1. And it's Roberto Romero frustrating so far the offense of Slick J, Justin Vasquez. And we are ready for the break.
Let him up. How do you feel? Like, he's not too fast, right? You can see he's gonna do a lot of spinning things to your head. So you gotta move a little bit. Combinations when you throw, right? On the ground, you look for the elbow on the ground too. But he has no ground game for you, right? So you can take him down, you can beat him on the top, no problem. His jiu-jitsu not that good. Just be careful of the jumping knee and the spinning kick, which is what he wants. So when you punch, clean when you punch, right? Good movement. Test his body a little bit and also test the low kick. His leg wide open, you know? Just make sure you protect your head because he's tall. But you're doing good, right? I don't think he liked the pressure. When you get in his face, he's quick to run away, you know?
Welcome back to Combate Global. We're ready to start round number 2. Slick J, Justin Vasquez.
Round 2, you ready?
Versus Roberto Romero. Romero in the black, representing Mexico. Justin Vasquez representing Miami, the United States. He's in the blue. Round number 1, Romero relying on the takedown, some bread and butter advice in between rounds from Colin Oyama, was it not?
That is just great coaching right there. He said he doesn't like that groundwork. In fact, even questioned Vasquez's ground game. And Romero doing the same, but here it is. Straight for that single leg. Romero just needs to finish it off.
Good balance from Vasquez.
You know, Oyama said that while on the ground, watch out for Vasquez's elbow. But that's pretty much it.
Yep. He said keep breaking him down, keep testing his body. No surprise we have open scoring here at Combate Global. It is 10-9, all 3 judges for Romero in round number 1.
Now, I did see some adjustments here from Vasquez when he shoots in, putting in that hip, prohibiting Romero from finishing off the takedown.
And here's one difference. Justin Vasquez is used to being the guy controlling range, and when he's not, it's just not angling that much, right? He's used to being able to keep his opponents on the outside. He can't keep Romero on the outside, so a lot of times you got to be able to angle out, trying to Grammy roll out of that position, wrestling move to the switch.
Yep.
Good hips from Romero, and you can tell it's frustrating Vasquez a bit. They can't keep Romero off of him. He's so used to being able to do that in previous fights.
He's so used to controlling the fight, but the tables have turned. It's Romero who's dictating the fight. And we talked about it. In that 30-second 1 minute, we're going to find out where this is going to go.
Also, Romero, typically a slow starter. He started quickly and took round number 1, all 3 judges' scorecards. So if Justin Vasquez thought, all right, I'm definitely going to bank this first round, that's not what happened. He knows it. Once again, open scoring.
Good way of being determined on that single leg.
Like a dog with a frisbee. Yes. He is determined, not letting it go. Romero right in front of his corner, Colin Oyama. Vasquez pummeling inside, but not able to circle off La Jaula the way he normally would. Total strikes almost identical, 45 to 46. Romero's on the ground, much more accurate. He's landed now 37 out of 47.
Yeah, the clinch has been on point for Romero as well, just full control. Great head positioning, how he positions his forehead as well.
Controlling the real estate.
Vasquez just can't turn him. We're doing a good job.
Once again, the build being an issue. You're doing shorter stock right in his chest.
Height, yeah.
Well, Vasquez getting a little distance, but can he use it?
And see, by him coming in, Jimmy, Vasquez cannot pull off that creativity, the spinning back fist, the spinning elbow that he's known for. All that flashy stuff, he can't do it.
The referee's saying those knees are all legal. They're on the belt line. Those are legal shots.
Once again, holding on to the leg to finish off and takedown, but he's trying to pull him off so he can bow him down. It's a great high single leg. Great way of adjusting. No, not today.
Vasquez up against the fence again. A lot of room to move, trying to catch Romero coming in.
Now what I'm seeing is Vasquez wants to now box with Romero. He's trying to keep that boxing stance up. Good way of adjusting for Vasquez. Because Romero loves to box. He has a great crisp boxing.
Romero right now, in that Russian tie position, keeping Vasquez up against the fence.
Oh, good way of turning him over.
And look, we never let go of what we call the Russian tie.
He kept to it.
Chest,
yep. Good grip.
Keep breathing and relax. He's trying to wear you out.
Great wrestling move.
Turn him when you
Great head angles for the takedown.
Here at Vasquez's corner, Jimmy. He said he's trying to wear you out.
I think that's pretty
exactly
obvious
what
from
it
the
is.
beginning.
And it is when you're so used to that movement, and it just
the cardio's different as well too. Like the cardio of moving and being light on your feet and angling. A fighter that's good at that can do that all
He's not
night,
hitting you in the nuts.
If you're stuck against the fence and you're stuck grappling the whole time, you can start wearing down.
And it's frustrating. It's so frustrating because you're so used to it, you know. And then when
now in the guillotine,
but not sure that he has anything.
Not locked up.
No.
15 seconds left. It has not been, so far, a Justin Vasquez kind of fight. Romero dictating the space and the pace as we end round number 2.
Red, blue.
Ok, look, tenemos un round para naquearlo, ok? So, ahora mira, no te emociones tanto y trata de meter el golpe cuando sea bien preciso. Mételo bien preciso. No te desesperes tanto en meter el golpe ni de meterlo tanto fuerza, sino meterlo donde lo tienes que meter. Ok, tratar de evitar caer en la cerca. Si caemos en la cerca, vamos a salir de ahí y vamos a darle golpe ahora, ok? Que no more mistake, no tornemos a la, no esto. Vamos, tenemos un round. ¿Ok? Yeah.
Yeah. Good pressure in the fence, be smart. Hey, no single leg, double leg on the fence. Back up. Back up.
Welcome back to Combate Global, ready to start round number 3. And that's so far not gone the way of Slick J, Justin Vasquez. Coming into this fight off of a highlight reel, jumping knee knockout, but Romero has made this fight a grind. He has clocked in and stayed in the chest of Justin Vasquez, who now needs a turnaround in round number 3.
Jimmy, Manolo said it. You got 1 round to knock him out. That's it.
Realistic advice from the corner, not sugarcoating anything.
Get to the point. You got to find the right timing and be precise.
But right now, what you were looking at.
And he said, avoid this position.
I was about to say.
Exactly what he said.
We
were at it.
4:18, round number 3. This, folks, is where this fight has been. Up against La Jaula with Romero's forehead right in the chest of Justin Vasquez. Has an ace space. That spinning kick has just not paid dividends.
You can't. He's been stopping it. I think what's useful here is jab, jab, keep him away, and you just have to fight the right timing and get that KO.
Also the footwork to stay off La Jaula.
Because that's what's killing Justin right here.
Once again, back to the Russian tie position. Left hand on the wrist, right hand around the tricep. Vasquez really hasn't had an answer for this position.
Every time he gets here, he is caught, can't get out.
And Romero, so far, you can tell this was the game plan. So he has the gas for this kind of attack. I think this is what he's been doing in the gym for the past 8 weeks. Once again, coached by Colin Oyama, who so far had the formula.
Doesn't let go of that grip, Jimmy.
Not letting him off the hook.
Like a Venus flytrap.
Yep, seen the difference in grip strength here. Justin Vasquez doing something he's not used to doing, which is fighting from behind, looking for the knockout.
Now we got a little striking. I think the most striking that we've seen here between these two, because it's usually clinch for Romero.
Romero, 97, now 98. 78 landed Vasquez, uncharacteristically behind in total strikes. Significant strikes, they're about even, 36-35. Takedowns have belonged to Romero.
It's a completely different fight for Romero, Jimmy, where we've seen him throw, by now, close to 300 shots or so. Here, it's just been shut down, more clinch to frustrate Justin.
Change in game plan that was necessary for the kind of opponent he was facing.
And that just shows you the type of fighter he is. He's able to change his style per fighter. Adjusting. Not just stick to what you're good at, right?
Right.
That's what makes you the fighter that you are, right? You're moving on up and change. And a great performance from Romero. There's that great movement from the head movement. Wow.
Head movement and and the spinning attacks from Vasquez, they just haven't been on point tonight. It hasn't had the room for it.
It hasn't had the right timing because he's closing distance and putting him into clinch.
What do a lot of fighters do under that kind of attack? They become spectators. They go, wow, look at this big. No, Romero's like, I'm staying chest to chest right in your grill. You're not going to have any room to pull off those spinning back fists, those spinning kicks that have spelled the doom of so many lesser opponents.
One might say, right, like, whoa, I came to stand and bang, but this is MMA. This is mixed martial arts. And yeah, sure, we love to stand and bang, but if that's what's going to get you the win, so calling out a groin shot.
Referee didn't see it. It didn't happen. Got to keep going. It is difficult.
And he tried going for that knee again.
We all remember Matt Hughes, Frank Trigg. Referee doesn't see it. Protect yourself at all times.
At all times. Got that 50 seconds to go, Jimmy. Justin wants to pull this off. Only one way of winning the fight.
Big knockout with seconds left to go. How dramatic that would be in a fight in which he has been dominated.
Again with a spinning back, nobody home.
The smothering attack of Roberto Romero. Coach right behind him, Colin Oyama, has coached him to a T for this fight.
Great work from Romero.
And he has stuck to the game plan. He's never allowed Justin Vasquez to bait him into the kind of fight that would lead to a loss. 10 seconds left to go in round number 3. That is discipline, my friend.
That is listening to your coach and sticking to it. Try for the knee, but nope, body home.
Good fight, guys. Good fight.
Romero able to block the shots that could have turned things around for Slick J Justin Vasquez. could perhaps have won round number 3, but we know that is not enough to get the decision tonight. So it belongs to that man, Roberto Romero. Wow. Great performance. Want to see him live? Come join us. What a main event action from bell to bell. But who got the decision? Beatrice Callis lets us know now.
After 3 rounds of much more action, this is the final decision. Después de 3 vueltas de mucha más acción, esta es la decisión oficial. All 3 judges turned in identical scorecards of 29 to 28. Los 3 jueces entregan tarjetas idénticas de 29 a 28. All in favor of the winner by way of unanimous decision. Todos a favor del ganador por decisión unánime. Roberto Romero!
No surprise there. Romero followed the game plan. It was disciplined. It was in close. It took away the strength of Slick J. Justin Vasquez.